Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinal taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. The Hokies will put total render to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Stanford quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Hokies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Offenses want to get the ball to their... It was really fast, and they tried to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. These fans touching the figurative Hokie Stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Just keeps slinging it. Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, look out on the right. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. This guy is a daring punt return. Not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Working that wide receiver screen. On the move at the 30. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the... They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He makes the grab. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shields. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Shoots it to the left. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Creates a little space.
But we're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Smart move to get down with the slide. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Marshall. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Downs. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Punch it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Oh, they're after him. Keeps looking downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and leading the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. This guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing up into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And it's incomplete on third down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being...
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gives you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Working on the right. Quick with the spin move. Oh, he found a space a little, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Stanford!
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
38, Stanford, 20.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Hand off from the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rock. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. They go to the draw. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains.
Touchdown, Hokies! And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Here comes the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. The ball is out behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
The Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense cashing it in on that drive. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Slams it ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. The snap sets up the throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got room to work. They make the stop. Have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point, even in the fourth quarter with that.
Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win.